Hey guys, Crystal here with Sea Light Candles and Soaps, and we are here doing a lavender soap today. I am changing up the way I do my lavender soap. The last time I done it was a long time ago, and I did kind of a drop swirl with different purples. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the base purple, and then we're going to have a layer of white with some lavender buds in the top layer. So in here is my goat's milk cream, Kaolin clay, and extra oatmeal. I wanted to put extra oatmeal in this to kind of give it, better skin qualities. Sorry guys, I gotta grab my stick blender here and find my titanium dioxide. I'm back. So yeah, in our goat's milk is our extra oatmeal and our Kaolin clay. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in my bowl here, and we're going to get it mixed up. I'm doing the half and half method like usual. And I'm trying this extra oatmeal. I've never done the extra oatmeal, so I don't know. I know it'll be great for the skin. I just don't know how it'll turn out. I know it'll blend nicely though. And get my blender here. Knock some of it down here. I can still see the oatmeal, but that was a lot of oatmeal, so I think it'll be alright. So we're going to go ahead and add our lye and our fragrance. So in with our lye, sodium lactate, and silk. And yes, I know I don't have any gloves on, guys. Don't yell at me. I am out of gloves. So I'm out of gloves and out of paper towels, actually. It's in there. Let's go ahead with our fragrance, and it is anchored in tapioca starch like normal. So far, it's staying nice and fluid. Alright. One more buzz. That looks good and emulsified. I'm knocking stuff over here. Okay, I am going to section quite a bit off for the inch that will for the white on the topping. But I need to save some room because that's what my lavender petals are going to go into. So let me get my titanium dioxide in there. And looks like I need to make more already. I just made some. And then in this pot, we are going with Mad Oil's Harold Purple Crown. And my kids are watching Frozen yet again. So in with the big one is a couple spoonsful of the purple, because I want it to be nice and deep. I like that deep color. What? I tell you, let's roll my windows up. Alright, that looks good and mixed. And I don't want to carry over any of that white to my purple. Alright. There we go. That is the really nice dark purple that I wanted. That looks good. If I don't get it everywhere, knock some of this down. So this is the purple, and it's really nice and deep like I wanted. Very nice. Thickening up a little bit, but that's fine. Alright, now we're going to add our lavender buds. And I'm not going to weigh out the lavender buds. I'm just going to kind of throw them in there. And make a mess with them, of course. Maybe a little bit more than that. Alright, that looks good to me, so it's in there pretty good. Alright, let me find my rag here. Alright guys, let me get my mold. Alright, so let's get all this purple in to the bottom. And I don't want to save any for the top. Our top is going to be all white. Well, I might save just a little bit to swirl the top. I'm making a mess. Just that little bit. Alright. And I really need this to thicken up for a minute. So, yeah, it's staying pretty loose. So I am going to let the bottom layer thicken up, because I don't want it breaking through to the bottom. So it needs to be thick enough to hold my top layer. So I'm going to let it sit here and thicken up for a minute, and then we'll bring you back, guys, so stay tuned. Right, guys, we're back. The bottom has set up enough for me to be able to pour my top. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I want to set this one to the side, but I don't have anywhere to set it. I'll set it right there. Okay, so the bottom layer can support my top layer now. And I'm just going to kind of pour it on the spatula. and go down the mold. And I know I'm getting it on the sides. Alright, now we can pour it in. Guys, sorry about that. My camera died. I should have looked at the battery. So we're getting all of the white in there. And I'm going to go ahead and tap it down. Alright, where's my right? There it is. That's about all we can get in there. It's already going up. That's alright. One more tap. So I'm going to try to splatter some of this purple on the top and do some swirls maybe. Okay. No. I didn't really leave much of the purple. Just barely enough to put some on the top. Okay, so there's that. So let me get my little skewer here. Do a little bit of the purple. Didn't leave much purple to work with, but it's alright. Alright, one more tap. Just a hint of purple on the top. Now I'm going to put some glitter on it. If I can, my fan's blowing. Alright guys, so here we go. This is my new lavender. Isn't that pretty? Well, a little bit of the purple's on there. But it shows up a little bit, which is alright. Just a hint of it. Alright guys, I'm going to put this to bed and we'll give her a cut tomorrow night, guys. So stay tuned for the cut. We are back to cut our lavender soap, and here's what it looks like. And from the side, it looks unmolded beautifully. And I did a little experiment. As you can see, I've cut this soap back here just a minute ago. This is my Tropical Vibe. And I use stearic acid with the Tropical Vibe, but I use sodium lactate with my lavender soap. And I have came to the conclusion that sodium lactate is 10 times better than stearic acid. So, I think I'm just going to stick with the stearic acid in my hot process soaps and stick with sodium lactate to my cold process soaps. If I use both sodium lactate and some stearic acid, they're too hard, but the sodium lactate works a whole lot better than the stearic acid. So I made this soap last night, and I made it around 5 o'clock because I cooked supper right after I made it. So I cooked it, listen to me. I made it around 5 o'clock. And it is now 8 o'clock in the morning, and it is rock hard, ready to go. So the sodium lactate definitely works better than the stearic acid. So let's go ahead and get an end piece. Not much of an end piece. And I think I'm going to turn it on its side because it does have the lavender petals in it and I don't want drag marks. Hopefully it don't make drag marks on the side. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, here's the first cut, but look how bad those drag marks are. Maybe if I turn it the other way. I didn't realize how bad the drag marks would be. Alright, that way the drag marks is just on the top, and I can bevel this. So this is the first time I've ever used lavender petals. So there's one. I can already tell this is going to be a mess. Let me get my thing here. Ooh, look how bad that is. Maybe it was a mistake putting those lavender buds in there. Or maybe I put too many, I don't know. If I rub it a little bit, it rubs out kinda. Oh, it's on both sides. Definitely a mistake putting those in there. Next time I will know better. So my white is still soft, but my purple isn't. So if I take my finger and just go over it, the drag marks kind of go away. And my thing is getting full of lavender petals. Look at that. So I'm just taking my finger and kind of rubbing the white part, trying to get those drag marks out, and it's working. It smells really good. I should have known better using these lavender petals, using so many of them. That one's kind of a small piece. Good Lord. Getting soap all over my hands here. And I'm making a mess. Maybe if I turn it upside down. I'm gonna have to clean up, that's for darn sure. So I'm just taking my thumb and kind of rubbing the drag marks, getting them out. I'm getting soap all over my hands here, and it's getting all over my cutter. Jeez. I mean, this is the first time I've ever used lavender buds, and I am definitely regret using it. Maybe I shouldn't have changed the way I do it. Oh well, it's still, the lavender buds are still good. I mean, I'll deal with the drag marks. It's rubbing out pretty easily. But there's a bunch of them getting caught in my cutter thing here. So if I just rub it out with my finger, it does okay. They go away. And then I can bevel, hopefully bevel the edges here. Couple more cuts here. One more cut after this. So definitely know better than to put them in there next time. And I think I used way too many. But you live and learn. That's what happens in soap making. You make a mistake and you learn from it. So last piece. Alright guys, so that was the making and cutting of my lavender soap. I now know better than to use the lavender buds. I thought it would be a good addition, but now look at my soaping table here, and this was in my cutter. I know better than to use them now, and if I do use them, not that much. So it's still a workable soap. It's still going to be a great soap once it cures. The lavender buds are just, you know, an extra. Alright guys, so I'm going to get this cleaned up, and if you guys like this video, please do subscribe and hit the like button, and of course comment. Love it when you guys comment, you know, it makes my day. But I've got these soaps to put up, and I've got an idea for a soap today. So until next time guys, yeah, bye bye.